Imagine lying in bed tonight, closing your eyes, and actually drifting off within minutes. Imagine sleeping deeply for 7 straight hours and waking up tomorrow feeling like you have a brand new body. For most people over 60, this sounds like a fantasy. Instead, you probably know the reality of staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. while your mind races and your body aches for rest. You have been told that poor sleep is just a normal part of aging, but that is a dangerous lie. New research shows that the fragmented sleep seniors experience is not inevitable. It is often a chemical imbalance that can be corrected without dangerous prescription pills or expensive supplements. In fact, the solution might be sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, costing less than 10 cents a cup. We are talking about specific natural compounds that act as molecular keys, unlocking the sleep receptors in your brain that have become rusty with age. These aren't old wives' tales. Biochemists have identified 3 specific drinks that outperform synthetic sedatives in clinical trials, and they do it without the side effects of memory loss or morning grogginess. In this video, we will reveal the 3 bedtime drinks that support deeper sleep naturally, including the 10-cent miracle at number 1 that works like a molecular tranquilizer. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age and where you are watching from. We read every response. Now let's get started, and be ready, because number 3 will challenge everything you thought you knew about sleep. Number 3. The anxiety dampener, lemon balm tea. While milk helps build sleep hormones, many seniors face a different problem entirely. You lay down to sleep, but your brain decides it is time to review every worry, bill, and health concern you have. Your heart might flutter with palpitations, or your mind simply races like a car with no brakes. This is where lemon balm tea comes in, acting not just as a sleep aid, but as a neurological dampener. Lemon balm, known scientifically as Melissa officinalis, is a member of the mint family that has been used medicinally for over 2,000 years. But modern science has recently identified exactly why it works so well for the anxious senior brain. The leaves of the lemon balm plant contain a potent compound called rosmarinic acid. This compound has a unique ability to interact with the GABA receptors in your brain. GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, is your brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. Think of GABA as the brake pedal for your nervous system. When your GABA levels are high, your brain activity slows down, your muscles relax, and anxiety evaporates. When GABA is low, your mind races and you feel wired. As we age, our natural GABA activity often diminishes, leading to that tired but wired feeling. Lemon balm inhibits the enzyme that breaks down GABA, essentially ensuring that more of this calming chemical stays active in your brain for longer. Clinical trials have backed this up with impressive data. One study involving patients with mild sleep disorders and anxiety found that lemon balm supplementation reduced insomnia symptoms by 42%. The participants didn't just sleep longer. They reported a significant reduction in the stress and anxiety that prevented sleep onset in the first place. It specifically targets that initial phase of sleep where you were trying to transition from wakefulness to rest. To make this effective, you cannot just dip a tea bag for 30 seconds. You need to extract the rosmarinic acid properly. Use 1 tea bag or 1 teaspoon of dried lemon balm leaves per cup of hot water. Pour the water over the leaves and immediately cover the cup with a saucer or lid. This step is crucial because the volatile oils in lemon balm can evaporate in the steam. Let it steep for a full 10 to 15 minutes to get a medicinal dose. Consider the case of Robert, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Florida. Robert's problem wasn't staying asleep, it was falling asleep. He would lie in bed for 2 hours every night, his mind looping through financial worries and health anxieties. His heart would pound in his chest, making it impossible to relax. He started drinking a strong cup of lemon balm tea 1 hour before bed. On the first night, he noticed his physical tension dropped significantly. By the end of the first week, the mental chatter that used to plague him had quieted down to a whisper. Robert went from staring at the ceiling for 2 hours to falling asleep in under 20 minutes. He described it as someone finally turning down the volume knob on his brain. This tea is widely available and incredibly affordable, usually costing less than 15 cents per bag. It is a gentle but powerful tool for those whose minds are their own worst enemies at night. But what if your problem isn't falling asleep, but staying asleep? What if you wake up at 2 a.m. and cannot get back to drift off? That requires a different tool, one that is even more potent. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 2. The Cycle Restorer Passion Flower Tea. Waking up in the middle of the night is the most common sleep complaint among people over 70. You sleep for 3 hours, then your eyes snap open, and you are awake for the rest of the night. This is often a failure of sleep maintenance, and passion flower tea is the specific remedy for this issue. Passion flower, or Passiflora incarnata, is a stunningly complex flower that functions as a gentle sedative. It is significantly more potent than lemon balm or chamomile when it comes to the depth of sleep. The primary benefit of passion flower is improving what doctors call sleep efficiency. Sleep efficiency is the percentage of time you spend actually sleeping while you are in bed. Many seniors have low sleep efficiency, spending hours tossing and turning. Passion flower works by modulating the benzodiazepine sites on your GABA receptors. This is similar to how prescription anti-anxiety drugs work, but passion flower does it much more gently and without the risk of addiction. In double-blind, placebo-controlled trials, passion flower has shown remarkable results. Participants who consumed passion flower tea reported significantly better subjective sleep quality compared to the placebo group. Critically, unlike prescription sedatives, which can suppress REM sleep and leave you feeling hungover, passion flower maintains normal sleep architecture. This means you cycle through light sleep, deep sleep, and dreaming sleep naturally. This preservation of the sleep cycle is why you wake up feeling refreshed rather than groggy. It helps bridge the gap between sleep cycles so that when you stir at 2 a.m., you can roll over and fall right back to sleep. To use passion flower effectively, you need to treat it like medicine. Use 1 teaspoon of dried herb or 1 tea bag in 8 ounces of boiling water. Steep it for at least 10 minutes. Because it is a stronger sedative, you should drink this about 1 hour before bed. Do not combine it with other sedative medications unless your doctor approves, as it really works. Take the story of Alina, a 75-year-old grandmother from Arizona. Alina had a clockwork problem. She would fall asleep at 10 p.m., but wake up religiously at 2 a.m., unable to sleep again until 5 a.m. She was exhausted every afternoon and felt her memory was slipping. She started a nightly ritual of passion flower tea. The first few nights, she still woke up, but she felt groggier and more relaxed. By the second week, something miraculous happened. She woke up at 2 a.m., used the restroom, and fell back asleep within 5 minutes. By the third week, she slept straight through until 6 a.m. Alina said she hadn't realized how tired she was until she finally got a full night's rest. Her energy levels returned, and her afternoon fatigue disappeared. Passion flower costs slightly more than common tea, perhaps 20 cents a cup, but for the results it delivers, it is a bargain. It restores the broken sleep cycles that age destroys. However, even passion flower takes second place to the ultimate sleep drink. The number 1 drink is the most researched, the most affordable, and the most effective option for long-term daily use. Number 1. The molecular tranquilizer, chamomile tea. You might be rolling your eyes right now, thinking you have heard this before. Chamomile is often dismissed as just a weak, pleasant drink for grandmothers. But that is because most people have absolutely no idea how powerful it actually is when used correctly. Scientists call chamomile a molecular tranquilizer for a very specific reason. It contains a flavonoid called apigenin. This compound is the secret weapon against senior insomnia. Apigenin has a unique chemical structure that allows it to bind to the exact same benzodiazepine receptors in the brain as drugs like Valium or Xanax. However, it binds to them in a modulator fashion, meaning it induces sedation and anxiety reduction without the heavy-handed knockout punch of pharmaceuticals. It creates a biological state of calmness that allows sleep to overtake you naturally. A clinical trial focusing specifically on elderly people found that chamomile extract significantly improved sleep quality and daily functioning after just 4 weeks. The study showed that apigenin doesn't just help you sleep, it lowers the systemic inflammation that often keeps seniors awake in pain. It is the gold standard for phytochemical sleep aids because it is safe for daily, long-term use. It costs pennies per cup, often between 5 and 10 cents, making it accessible to everyone on a fixed income. But here is the secret that 90% of people get wrong. If you dunk a tea bag for 2 minutes and drink it, you are just drinking hot water. To release the apigenin effectively, you must perform a medicinal steep. Put 2 tea bags in a mug. Pour boiling water over them. Cover the mug tightly with a saucer to trap the essential oils. Let it sit for a minimum of 15 minutes. When you uncover it, squeeze every drop of liquid out of the tea bags. The tea should be dark yellow and smell potent. This concentrated dose is what delivers the clinical results. Drink this 30 minutes before bed. Let's look at James, an 81-year-old from Washington State. James had considered himself a bad sleeper for 40 years. He averaged 4 hours a night and believed his body just didn't need more. But his high blood pressure and irritability told a different story. He started the double-bag chamomile protocol on a whim. He was skeptical that a grocery store tea could fix a 40-year problem. The first night, he felt a heaviness in his limbs he hadn't felt in years. He slept for 5 hours. He kept at it, making his medicinal brew every single night. After a month, James was sleeping 7 hours a night consistently. He told his doctor that he felt 20 years younger. His blood pressure even dropped a few points, likely due to the stress reduction and better rest. James discovered that the simplest solution is often the most powerful one if you understand the science behind it. Chamomile tea is the champion because it combines safety, affordability, and a scientifically proven mechanism of action that rivals prescription drugs. It is the ultimate bedtime drink for anyone over 60. These 3 drinks represent a spectrum of solutions for different sleep problems. Whether you need the anxiety reduction of lemon balm, the cycle maintenance of passion flower, or the total sedation of chamomile, there is an answer here for you. You do not have to accept exhaustion as the price of aging. Your body still knows how to sleep. It just needs the right chemical keys to unlock that ability. These drinks provide those keys in a form that is safe, natural, and enjoyable. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning feeling truly rested, with clear eyes and a sharp mind. That reality is waiting for you in the tea aisle of your local grocery store. You have the knowledge now, and you have the power to change your nights and your days. Start with 1 drink tonight. Give it a fair chance, be consistent, and listen to your body. We want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these remedies, or do you have a different bedtime ritual that works wonders? Which of these 3 drinks are you going to try first? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.